Hello everyone and welcome to Journal de Sylvie. Today I am going to share with you a quick flip through for the first 3 months of my 2021 planner, and also I am going to make my weekly spread for the first week of April. So I do have a video for the entire setup with all the details I have there. I'll leave the link in the below description box if you are interested. So without further ado, this is my 2021 planner. It's in the Camel Traveler's company notebook. I have 3 inserts there and a group of plastic folders, zipper pouch and craft envelopes. This is my what I call family album, and then I have a zipper pouch, and this is my first insert for the monthly. So that worked really well, as now that I'm evaluating this after the first quarter of the year. I have over here this year at glance, and then the entire year, I have a little map because that's probably dedicated for traveling plans, and it does start from December. I really like the layout of the monthly and especially the size of each day. It's enough for what I need to log if I have an appointment or an event to attend. It also suits very well the washi tapes, whether the standard size or the bigger one, even better, because it fills the entire space of any days that I didn't use. That was for January, and I dedicate the lower part over here for a sticker with a month, a name, and over here you can have any inspirational quote or scripture, anything that makes you happy. So again, I filled it with washi tapes, and it's kind of I see it and it's cheerful. I also add all the labels over here provided by the Traveler's company accessories for bullet journal, which works really well as well. And that is February. We had a winter storm over here. I was inspired with birds because during that month we went to see birds, South Texas, so that was my inspiration for that month. And finally, this is March, which we have some Van Gogh washi tapes because we had the exhibition of Van Gogh and Hockney. And also I have some nature washi tapes because this is the month where I started my 2021 nature journal, which I really enjoyed. And again, I have a small monthly tracker over here, and that's it for the first 3 months. So that worked really well. I still have my card over here. That's the back of my zipper pouch, which I keep photos for decoration, craft tags, and the back of the first plastic folder, which is basically still my family album. And that takes us to my second section, which is hosted by this craft envelope, where I have a sticker on the front. Over here I keep some general, like, you know, nature travel theme month for my weekly spreads. And I also keep those 3 sheets of my bullet journal accessories, month labels, stickers to mark the event, and more labels for bullet journal. And that system as well turned to be handy for me. And that takes us to my weekly insert. And as a reminder, this is the free diary weekly plus memo. I did mention that I probably for next year I will get the dated, just in case I don't have too much time to add everything, but that is really the system that worked for me, especially with the memo page. So that's the just how I decorated the first page. I dedicated the first 2 blank pages for long-term yearly goals. Regarding Le Journal de Sylvie, maybe home projects or travel plans, more like general. And I was in the mood to practice my drawings and do some cherry blossom, and I added this nice quote, like wildflowers, you must allow yourself to grow in all the places people thought you never would. Over here I have 2 pages biannually where I dedicate to plan our music or art exhibition visits if we have anything hosted in our local museum, and I do have a video for that particular spread and how I read it. If you are interested, I will leave the link below. As a quick flip through some of my weekly spreads, of course some are busier than the others. I do have a consistent theme, and I'm still committed to adding a stamp over here, which is originally a space for you to write if you want the year and the number of the week, but I don't need that, so I put a stamp, and that was nice. I use post-it. For those of you who wanted to know those post-its, I have them over here, and they are from sticky notes from Cavallini, and they look really cool and they make the spread look really nice. I still have to find the best pen to use on it, but so far it's working fine. And more spreads. Here is an example of I used pictures and so on. I use also those labels quite often. And again, this memo page is really helping if I am planning something or a day trip or anything, you know, to-do list. So I'm gonna skip some of the spreads. That was January. I started to add the labels over here. I didn't have much to add in January, so I enjoyed just adding vintage stickers. Different example of that, a day we spent in a nearby island. And that was February. That was the trip we took to see the birds, and again it was inspired by that mood. Over here is an example of when you get bored of the design or the layout of your weekly notebook or insert, you just can cover it and do a totally different design. I was in the mood of changing the whole thing and do a bit of collage with fairy, you know, and I enjoyed it. It's just change of mood. Okay, skipping some spreads now, and I have to plan for April. Before going there, pretty much the rest is the same as I mentioned in my setup video, which is the back of my craft folder. Over here I keep the stamps, so they are handy, which is I'm committed to add in my weekly spreads. And I have here 2 vintage European stickers, Milano and Amsterdam, which I like looking at for longer time, you know, same as this one, because that craft envelope stays there. And then this is the last and third part where I have my plastic and a folder where I keep my writing board. And I did the theme of the last insert more like vintage industrial. And this is the insert where I keep my notes, lists, any quick ideas I need to write down. It can be also daily journal. And sometimes I'm in the mood to bring back a nice memory that I had or a place we went to, and so on. So just notes. Not all the spreads are decorated because of time. And that's the very last back of the plastic folder, and I keep an envelope or a picture or a card that I like looking at. So that's pretty much it for my planner system where I keep everything and track everything. Yeah, and so let's go ahead and do the weekly spread for the first week of April. Okay, so I did take the weekly insert out of the planner to work on my weekly spread. I also took out the writing board, the stamps, some ephemera for the theme that I picked for this month, which is more like children vintage books, and my scissors and glue tape. That was the final layout of my spread. I did add goals and tasks over here. So now I am ready to go ahead and add my to-do lists and the tasks that I know so far I need to take care of in April. I hope you enjoyed it, and wish you a beautiful month, and see you again in the next video. Happy journaling. Bye bye.